Sean and I got married July of 2021. Took a few months, and then we decided, let's try for kids. We're ready to have a family. We started trying in October of 2021, got pregnant in December. Super excited. We're ready to tell all of our friends and family, so we went ahead and told both of our families. And then a couple days later, after telling all of them, we had our miscarriage. I am Lacey Mitchell, and this is my story. Woke up that morning and had some bleeding, and so I kind of knew. And I got in the car. The song that was playing was Better Days. At that moment, I knew God was in control. He had this. Everything was going to be fine. There was going to be better days ahead. We immediately started trying again. It was really difficult because a week after our miscarriage happened, we found out that Sean's brother and his wife were pregnant. Shortly after that, we found out my older sister was pregnant again. And so we had all of this around us. And I would have maybe been like 5 weeks pregnant at this time. So it was super early on. And, there are people out there that say, oh, does it really count? But like, to me, that was my baby. That was my child. There were definitely times where I was like, maybe a little mad at God, not really understanding, watching my sister-in-law go through pregnancy when I should have been right there with her. There were a lot of times that I'd go home and just bawl. The day that she announced to us, I sat and cried. The day that her son was born, I sat and cried. I was in that period of hurt, and I was, not in a position to be excited for her. There were definitely days where it was harder to be positive. Every time I saw a Facebook post of, oh, so-and-so's pregnant, so-and-so's pregnant. Walk around at church and at the store and you see all these little babies, and it's just like, well, what would mine have been like? Would I have had a girl? Would I have had a boy? Would they have red hair, brown hair? Like, what would that child have been? And so it's really hard to not know, to not have any idea what that would have been like. After that, it was month after month of disappointment. We really tried hard to continually try to pray and turn to God. I kind of recalled back to a sermon here by a guest speaker talking about infertility and how Pastor Mark has this gift, if you will, that he prays for people and they've been able to get pregnant. And so I said to Sean, I think we should go talk to Pastor Mark. And so one Sunday we went and caught him after church, and he prayed for us. And part of his prayer was, at this time next year, I pray that we would be baptizing a baby for Sean and Lacey. We had Mark pray for us in October. On December 28th, which is actually Sean's birthday, I took a test and it was positive. Xander actually came a little early, which was super exciting because, of course, we were ready. We were ready for him. Holding him for the first time was the most amazing experience. Sean and I just looked at each other and we were like, this is it. Like, this is what we've been praying for. And he's finally here. Like, overwhelming joy. As we started kind of discussing baptism, that prayer was in the back of my head the whole time. And I was like, I really would love Mark to baptize Xander because he was the one that prayed for us. It worked out that Mark was available, and in November of 2023, Xander was baptized. So it's just really cool to see that come to fruition, just as he had asked. And he had renewed Sean and I's baptism a year before that. So it was really cool that our whole family has had Mark involved in that. For those that are still hoping, still waiting, still praying, keep the faith. God's the only one that knows the perfect timing, and he's the one that's going to be in control of all of it. The best thing you can do is give that control up to him when the timing is right, and he says, this is it, this is your chance, it's going to happen.